Hello everybody, this is Elliot with ReadWriteWeb. I'm here to give you a quick overview of some of the 3 best new features of iOS 6. Let's dive into Maps first. When you open up Maps, you're going to notice right away brand new cartography. So these maps look nothing like the Google Maps interfaces that we've been using. Completely redesigned, not just the maps themselves, but all the buttons, all the icons completely new with iOS 6. One of the first features that you'll notice as you zoom in on the maps here is this nice adaptive zoom feature. So all of the font sizes actually stay the same. There's no more of that refreshing as you dive in and out of your map. It's really nice. Super crisp detail, especially on the Retina display. This looks absolutely amazing. But where this gets really impressive is when you add in the new 3D view. Now, I am still in your traditional standard perspective. So this still looks like a paper map, but you can get a 3D perspective. So tap that 3D button and notice the entire map just kind of tilts a little bit. Now, if you take 2 fingers and slide up or down, you can actually change the angle that you're viewing the map. So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to take 2 fingers, kind of slide down, and I can actually twist to spin the map around. So you're not locked into a north-facing perspective. You can actually control this as much as you like, and it's really fluid, really smooth. Now, where this gets truly impressive is when you pull up your page peel and tap satellite. Now, this renders out a satellite view of your area with 3D buildings. So let's go over closer to where I'm at. I'm going to center it on myself. We're in downtown San Francisco here. And you can actually see these buildings in 3D. So I can rotate around here. You'll see the perspective will shift. We can zoom all the way in. Really nice high resolution images here to map these buildings out. One of the coolest things is the transition between 2D and 3D. Very fluid, very seamless, just 3D buildings. I'm going to go back to my standard view and show you what the directions feature looks like. In the top left, you'll see this new right arrow. Tapping that will allow you to get directions to any place you're currently searching. Let's do Pacifica. And now I've got turn-by-turn directions. I can, get a quick overview of my route up top. Tap on my list icon if I want to see everything laid out for me. Notice again some new icons there. And tap Start, you'll hear Siri guiding us along our way.
Route to Pacifica, CA. Head southeast on Clarence Place.
Now, one of the things I noticed with the iPhone is that you cannot tap to advance your directions. If I tap the screen, it simply brings back that overview. So they're really going for a hands-free approach here. My guess is that as you hit each waypoint, the map will advance automatically. So that's a quick overview of Maps. Beautifully redesigned Maps application. Very, very powerful. One of the things that I've noticed is missing, no more Street View. So you used to be able to tap and hold to drop a pin, and you can still do that, but once the pin has been dropped, you can no longer get a Street View of that location. You can get instant directions, which is a nice feature. You can learn more about the location, but up top, instead of seeing a street view, you see a satellite view. With the new 3D features, I'm not going to call that a setback, but one thing to be aware of, no more street view there. I'm going to hit my home button, get out of Maps, and dive into our next application here. This will be the phone application. Now, when you launch this, the first thing you'll notice is that the keypad has been completely redesigned. No more of that black background and those dark buttons. In this case, we're looking at these nice crisp buttons, a little bit thinner font here, really classy. Now, one of the cool new features is that if somebody's actually calling you, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my home button for this one, you have the option now of ignoring a call, of sending a call right to voicemail, and that is done by sliding up on the phone icon in the bottom right. So I'm going to slide up. I can reply with the message or remind me to call Ian later. I'm going to say reply with the message. And I'm going to say, hey, I'll call you later. Now, it automatically sends him to voicemail and gives him a text message follow-up that says, hey, I can't talk right now. I will call you later. Really nice feature that's going to, just make that busy meeting phone call a little bit less obtrusive. In the phone, not too many other tweaks to the design within the phone interface. But again, if you go into settings, you have this new Do Not Disturb option. Now, the Do Not Disturb option, again, allows you to turn off Notification Center and set specific restrictions between any hours you like or when the feature is turned on or off. Notice next to my clock on the top of the screen, there's a little crescent moon indicating Do Not Disturb is on. If you want to set your own timing for Do Not Disturb, you can tap on Notifications, and there you can actually schedule Do Not Disturb to turn on automatically between certain hours. So between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., I do not want to be disturbed. The status bar will again show me that crescent moon. Incoming calls and any alerts will be silenced. Now let's say there's an emergency. You have a feature down here for repeated calls. So when enabled, a second call from the same person within 3 minutes will not be silenced. All right. I'm going to hit my home button again and show you one of my last favorite features. These are some of the updates to Siri. So I'm going to open up settings and go into my Siri settings. And here you can really see how many new languages that Siri has been activated for. So we have Chinese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish, as well as Korean. So not only do we see Spanish, but we see it divided up between different dialects, so in Spain and Mexico and the US. So I've set my Siri to Spanish, and just to give you a quick demo. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? There we go. So it found the library in Spanish. That's about the end of my Spanish, so I'm going to turn this back to English to show you some of the other new features. Again, Siri now able to give you sports updates. When is the next Giants game?
The Giants-Astros game starts at 7:15 p.m.
So not only does it tell me the information, but I actually have this new interface with the MLB schedule, some really nice graphics, where you'll see some updated graphics as well as with movies. So where can I see Moonrise Kingdom?
Finding movie theaters. I found 4 theaters near you.
So this is kind of pulled directly from the iMovie for iPad aesthetic. You have this old theater look going on. Now you can actually interact with this a tiny bit. I tapped on Metreon. It shows me a detailed listing of the show times. I can also ask it for specific information about a movie to get a little bit different interface. How is Prometheus 3D?
Checking for movies matching Prometheus. Which movie were you interested in?
Interesting. It found 2. Let's say I'm interested in 2012.
Looking for movies matching Prometheus.
And I really like this interface, so I can actually read about the film. I can check out reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. I can watch the trailer right here. I'm going to tap Watch Trailer. Siri just kind of fades away, and now we're right into the Movies application to watch this trailer. Really, really powerful functionality there. I'm going to hit Done. Again, you know, I can tap on the show times here, get right into that other screen, and choose when I want to see the movie. Now, as of now, there's no option to buy my tickets. I'm tapping on the different times, and I get nothing. But still, really great improvements to Siri, both in terms of accessibility for more languages, as well as expanding the feature set with sports and with movies. Really nice stuff here. So those are just 3 of some of the new features of iOS 6. There are some other hidden Easter eggs, like a redesigned weather application and some other cool stuff. And we'll be reporting on more of that throughout the week. Be sure to check out ReadWriteWeb for all your Apple WWDC 2012 updates. Have a nice day.